Man, you gotta learn to channel some of that inner anger, man. Inner anger is just it's to the point where I'm so much of the president, the the opposing president wants to shut down mail delivery, slow it up. Don't 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 jump to such drastic measures for little old me. And like I said, you've been in bed minister for a whole week now. Straddling the fence. Man, listen. Sliding Biden, Kamala Harris, Trump. You're unmeasurably in a disastrous situation. School open, no school open. Like I said before, man, just keep rolling the cameras. Now you want to salute what should have been pretty much on the hands of the people, which is PD. Now, you want to get that on your side so you can look like a hero. And like I said, if you had Giuliani in New York in your pocket for so long, why wait till now? Oh yeah, I forgot. Elections. Because if you're not elected, remember, things will hit the fan. I mean, they already hitting the fan anyway. But that's besides the fact. Let's get into the meat and the potatoes of this, which is I hear a lot of talks about pensions, a lot of talks about this and that. There is no more of that, man. It's gone. It went to the Rippers. And that's why I said with you saluting PD and all of this extra stuff, no, man. You want to create a major cover-up from a major mess. That's why you said you're going to give him that 400. Give him that 400, man. It's long overdue. But then, like I said, you saying the Democrats ain't got enough. No, the Democrats ain't running the show, baby. The Democrats ain't running the show. Like I said, man, you gonna try every foil you could possibly try. But then I said, Jan, you trying to be nice to get that election. But then after that election, he's gonna go right back to the same old, baby. Which is you got William Barr out here. What's today's guilty plea in the Russian probe shows and what it doesn't. Whatever the president doesn't want it to show. Like right now, he don't want the mail to deliver them mail-in ballots. Because then you gotta tally them up. He don't want to do that either. Like I said, some people aren't satisfied with the loss. Me, I wouldn't look at it as a loss. I look at it as someone is conspiracially trying to foil my presidency. I don't want to point fingers and names or any entities. But that's the only one that's capable of able to, do such a thing like that. Equal pay day for black women is today. Nah, like I said before, you want to get black women to work before black men. And then you want to imbalance it and say, yo, you did something sweet and nice. That's why I said with Biden trying to slide Camilla in there, knowing for a fact that, it's called presidency. It's called vice presidency. Now, if you're going to start putting women in those positions, you got to change the name. A presidencia or something like that. Like I said, man, I need my own vocabularies. So then, and salute to my sponsor, St. Drew. Like I said, man, you jumping the gun from something that I'm trying to salute you on, which is the fact that you exempt all what you call it, evictions. But that's only because of the fact that the mail ain't gonna be delivered until 20 to 30 days after it's supposed to be delivered. Mm, mm, mm. More of this catastrophicness, diabolicalism. And then I said, well, you can exempt it, but then they can still file for it. So either way, you in limbo. You stuck, man. This is a wrap. Unless you do as I said, which is building money machines. Because you playing around with fake numbers, fake, the list goes on, man. Mm. I'm acquainted to this point that some things just don't want to face the reality. And the reality is, the more you think that you're doing something, the more it looks in reality like a disaster. you didn't notice some things was on fire, man. Power outages still out, man. And you still want to reopen as kids are seemingly to still get sick. Oh, and salute to more students wanting to remote learn due to the COVID-19 pandemics. Got a title here, say lefties get their day. Like I said, man, it's not left or right. It's not right or left. It's called the civilized way to live in a world that doesn't want to be too civilized. Don't want to be too equal. Don't want to accept the things that they can't just can't do. Oh man. Polystar, 2 drive, more convenient, fast charges, new places for batteries, 10 charts to explain today. Nah, don't, like I said before, don't believe them charts. Don't believe them charts. They made up overnight. Like a lot of these suggestions of postal service being delayed. Not only does that put an uproar and a bend on paying things on time, it actually puts a bend and force on even getting anything done on time. So, like I said, you thinking of win with this postal scam, I'm thinking more or less it's another file for impeachment, meaning that you can't service the people with the service necessary to provide to the people, which is mail. It's like if I sign a petition and I mail it into the Congress, it's gonna get there probably too late. So that's an injustice for injustice. Even more corrupting seats, man. And like I said, you got a bunch of how'd you call it? Someone trying to infuse whatever they want to infuse out of their mind into legislation. But in order to get that legislation, you have to pass That was then. This is now. And right now, shout out to my sponsor St. Jude for popping up and saluting the fact that all rent is being delayed, all payments to rent owners is being delayed. Um, Nothing is getting paid for. You reenacting whatever you getting as quickly as possible, and underhandedly scheming on what you can't underhandedly scheme on, which is understandable in a time of a pandemic. Today's news, it's an energy, but not so dire that high schools will be closed. I'm just gonna say it for you. It's just gonna be closed because, like I said, you can't afford to send the postal mail. So how you gonna afford to send out the package to tell the parents what they need to do? But you know, like I said. It is a mess, and it's all a competitive mess that I was trying to avoid. Which is, I told you, I don't want to compete with no, but you insist, you inflict, you persuade your base, you tell them that something isn't worthy and he cheated. No. Russell Crowe says new film Unhinged draw attention to uptick of ultra violence. No, you want ultra violence. You want insanity. You want just things to just say, look at these animals. Nah, the real animal is the person with the little hands. These animals don't have hands, man. Got like paws and claws and things of that nature, man. But hey, man, you want somebody to buy your stuff. Is it selling? Is it selling like hotcakes, or is you fluctuating the market off of that so-called second round of stimulations? Cause you know you desperate. Well, like I said, the boat, baby, the boat, baby. Beverly Robinson among U.S. Today's women of the century. Like I said, man, since I said I wanted to get the man of the year, you want to put something. Like I said, man, it's all subliminal shots, man. I'm the president, bro. You need to face it. You and whoever else competing to be coming, man. It's over. It's a wrap. At the Charlotte Art League, the new exhibition inspired by today's more than likely news artwork formed a disaster, something to keep your mind off the reality, which is painting fiction or painting whatever you want to paint. What you need to know about today's games in Baltimore, they probably should be closed. Cause like I said, everything else is closed. But you want sports, schools, and gatherings to reopen. And that's another thing too. Could you please tell them meetings that you having to put on a mask and social distance? Cause I seen the gathering today, it just looked like it was causing for an outbreak. Just causing for an outbreak. Today's question, August 14th, which is, why are you delaying services that's supposed to be for the American people. That's why it's called U.S. Postal Service. I mean, you could turn in the Moon Postal Service, which, like I said, it could be delayed until next year. Yeah, baby, delay it to next year since you want to delay it, delays, huh? And like I said, this started back when I was doing something, but you got so abstracted with me. It's just ridiculous. But hey, man, I don't mind it. It's part of the Moontastrophe. Today in history, I made it. Which is, in my eyes, I see it as Trump is so, or whatever is so desperate that you had to shut down postal services. It's almost like too real, you know? As I said, man, you gotta think of the things you've tried so far and where they got you. And right now, only thing I can think of is you're gonna wind up in a mix-up to the point where you want to inflict people to get dangerous. It's like I said, you send something, you expect it there. Don't expect none of that. Man, what we got going on here? And then I said to myself, ain't nobody gonna do nothing about it. Because in my eyes, it was diabolically structured. So you can force some type of infliction. 2022 Subaru Brizzes won't be getting bought. Rams TRX, Cadillac Lyric pricing, nope, not buying it. Look, man, look, want to make some money? Sell some socks, man. They gonna sell faster. Today's top pick, election 2020, Biden Harris, and more. Listen, this is just a distraction from the reality, man. You let these monsters control whatever they need to control, they're gonna get us more in trouble, man. They already got us in trouble the first time, man. We're in trouble still with the debt collapsing in on us. But Trump ain't gonna say that. He wanna get rid. Oh man, he wanna get reelected. And like I said, he wanna keep in whoever willing to do what he was doing before, which is, in my eyes, illegal. And I don't want to go into further details about that because, you know, you're trying to get law enforcement on your side. But like I said, you got to look at the years, the process it takes. And then I said, well, you don't want to do that either. Today's Iowa and any Iowa coronavirus updates is that it's increasing. But the charts, they want to lie about the charts. They want to lie about the cases. They want to lie about whatever they can lie about because it's horrendous. It's a pandemic. And with you canceling the mails, you inflicting more of what you want. Just pain, suffering. The fact that you want to feel in control of something. We will see. Today's forecast. I don't want to get into weather thing. I want to get into the fact of what you gonna do for all the millions and millions that don't collect unemployment. The millions that's actually in the front line of the pandemic. Because like I said, it didn't stop. You just stopped giving out the stimuluses. Today's latest update on corona pandemics is that, listen, man, somebody want to cover this up, man. It's becoming more of a, what do you call it? More of an enemy than a disease. Columbus safety director sees self in today's youth. Fear stereotypes hurts. Nah, see, this is my whole thing is that if you over 50 and you thinking about change now, then don't let me influence you to start thinking about change. Just stay cognitive of what you had thought of before. Don't let my thoughts influence your brain. Dolly Parton honors as part of U.S. Today's biggest 100 women of the country's of the century's breast. I mean not breast. I mean list. Like I said, man, am I the one falling for the gimmicks or not? Because I'm just hip to it. The fact that whenever you losing to something, you want to hand out some of that breast milk for the people to feed on. It's contaminated with the Rona, man. No. It will not be no supple feedings. Walter Williams are today's leftists truly Marxist? Why you want to divide politics? One nation under God. Persistence, data exposure is as much risky problem in today's remote learning. Nah, what I said is the government has a hack. It hacks whatever's coming in or whatever's going out, whether it be your mail or not, emails or not, phones or not. Like I said before, that's something that you got to take up with your logistics. And like I said, in the wrong hands, you already down a slippery slope of illegalness. Like I said, with no rules, how can you create law? Without no official signing and documents, how can it be legit? Like I said, you asking for all of this stuff, and then when it comes to you, you deny the fact that it ever happened. Means of what I said before, illegal activities. On victory over Japan Day, a local photo from today's anniversary. Salute to that. But like I said, it's nationally everyone's day in the middle of a pandemic. Minus the diabolicalism that doesn't want it for others, but they want it for specific, for specific individuals. That's Corona Live updates. See stimulus talking going nowhere. Trump requests for mail to be delivered and delayed due to the fact that you can't afford a lot of things that you ain't been paying for. And it's only a matter of time. And like I said, I'll wait. Definitely will wait. And that way you can call upon who you're gonna need to call upon in these times that I'm waiting for. I know it's coming. It ain't no way to go backwards from this. It definitely salute to the unemployment, baby. 5 great steals to start your weekend. Listen, it's enough stealing going on as it is. Imagine keyboard. And I said, hold up. All it is word of mouth, and you can change this to that to this. Well, there goes the neighborhood. Beautiful Magic Keyboard for iPad Pro, $279. And today's best deals won't be bought. It won't be bought. I see you trying to sell everything. You trying to sell everything. Can't be bought. Today's top 5 from Purdue University. Today's events. Today's rental was chosen. Today's lemma news delay briefing. Ben Afford, go ahead to the other side. Today's troubles. Listen, man, I done went into somewhat of today's troubles, but there's more. Today's you want to sell everything, man. Look, rare chance for Lysol spray, Clorox wipes at 48 cents. Listen, man. Unemployment at an all-time high. You still got increase in population. You still got people trying to break records. It just ain't going nowhere, man. It just ain't going nowhere. And a handful of lies. So how do you determine the truth? Or do you even want to? And with that being said, peace. I gotta go.